Hi, cutie! It's been a while. How have you been? You been well? Oh, that's so good to hear. Yeah, me too. You haven't seen that creep around, have you? No? Phew, okay. I was a bit worried. But that's good to hear. I was wondering if you'd want to go on a date with me? Yeah, I'm asking you out again. But this time more of a date than just, coffee date. Yeah? Okay, great. Um, are you busy tonight? No? Alright, perfect. Can you meet me in the park we were at last time? Yeah? Alright, perfect. I'll see you at 10 at night. Yeah? Alright, I'll see you there. Bye bye. Oh, hi! There you are. Wow, you look great. Well, I can't compliment my favorite person. Okay, sorry. My favorite date. Yeah? Yeah. So, how about we walk up to that hill over there? Yeah? Okay, perfect. Why I wanted you here tonight? You'll see soon. Alright, can you help me put out the blanket? Yeah, let's just put it down on the ground so we can sit on it. I brought some pillows and other things we might need, so. Yeah, do you want a pillow? Yeah, sure, I'll get this for you. Here you go. You comfortable? Yeah, that's really good to hear. Oh, why'd I ask you to come here? Well, promise not to laugh. Yeah, right, it's a bit too late to ask since you're already here and all, but I wanted to go stargazing with you. The weather report said that tonight would be a clear sky, and since it's a new moon, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity. You agree? Perfect. Do you want to lay down next to each other and watch the stars then? My eyes sparkle like the stars? No. You're supposed to look up. Don't look at my face. It's embarrassing. No, I'm not cute, okay? There's so many people out here in the world. So many cute girls and just not one that just people who just don't help strangers out in the wild, but you alright, that's enough. You don't just eyes up into the sky, okay? Don't look at me. I'm too embarrassed right now. No matter how often I do this, I am still surprised each time. When your eyes finally get used to the dark, the sky becomes so incredibly beautiful. Oh, yeah, I regularly look at the stars. But not always like this. I only do this on special occasions. With very special people. No, nothing. I just said that I have a telescope in my room, which I use almost every night. I just really enjoy looking up at the infinite sky and the countless stars in it. It makes me feel insignificant and important at the same time. Disconnected from the world, but strangely connected in a way I can't explain. Yes, looking up at the sky calmed me down a bit. It just has that effect on people. Or, well, at least on me. How about you? Are you comfortable? A bit cold? Wait here, I'll get a blank. Wait. You wanna cuddle me? For warmth? Is that why you didn't want a blanket before? Wait, you really planned this all along, didn't you? And here I thought that you weren't really interested in me. No, for sure we can cuddle. Can I lay my head on your shoulder? Thank you. Your shoulder is so comfortable, and I feel so safe in your arms. Is it warm enough for you? Wait, you were never cold to begin with? You really are a tease. Oh my god. Here I thought I had everything under control. How about you? Do you ever go stargazing? Not as often as you want to? Huh? I guess it's like that for a lot of people. Everyone can appreciate the universe's beauty, but most don't take the time to actually enjoy it. Do you know anything about astronomy or astrology? Yes, there's a difference. Astrology is the art of telling the future and other things based on the movement of the celestial bodies, while astronomy is the actual science of how to interact and behave. Yeah, I actually do believe in astrology. Well, somewhat at least. But I like how poetic some of the interpretations and stories are. And to imagine what the people who thought of them felt like in the moment. You can actually learn a lot about history and past cultures from the lore and traditions and stuff like this. What do I mean? Take Lyra, for example. Over there. No, not there. That is, not a constellation at all. Follow where I point my arm, okay? Another advantage of this position. My arm is very close to your face, so you can easily see where I'm at. Yes, that cluster of stars around a particular bright one. Do you know what Lyra is supposed to look like when connecting stars? Let me show you then. Give me your hand for a moment. Do you see and feel the pattern I trace along your palm? Now, connect it to the stars you can see in the sky. Good. Now, to explain what I was talking about. What do you know about Greek mythology? The basics? Huh? Okay. Are you familiar with the myth of Orpheus then? It is not that well known. The story goes about a legendary musician who was famous for his skills with the lyre. His music was so beautiful it could charm the whole world, even trees or rocks. When his wife died and was sent to the underworld, he followed after her in order to bring her soul back. Orpheus managed to charm the god of the underworld, Hades, and got permission to take his wife back into the world of the living. The only condition was that he was not allowed to look back until they left the underworld. However, as he led his wife, his doubts began to grow stronger, and he became afraid that Hades had cheated him. So he looked back and saw his wife being pulled back into the darkness, never to leave again. For the rest of his life, Orpheus never married again and traveled the world aimlessly. After his death, Zeus raised his lyre into the sky and turned it into a constellation we see even today. What is the meaning of the story? For one, It served to remember the great musician, but also as a reminder to not doubt or stand against the gods. Lyra is often portrayed as an eagle or a vulture, which is very interesting, since the myth of Orpheus mentions that Sirius made an eagle retrieve the lyre and carried into the sky. Was it seen as an eagle first and changed into a lyre by the Greeks, or the other way around? Did someone search for a lyre-like constellation after the myth has already been written? Or was the myth invented in order to explain the constellation? The Arabs recorded the same spot in the sky as a diving eagle. So, did they influence the Greeks, or did the Greeks influence them? There are so many questions relating to the myths which influence our understanding of real history. You're looking at me funny. Oh, sorry, I was rambling again. Do you want to talk about something else? Or we could also just look at the sky without talking at all? You like to hear me talk? But why? All I've talked about is historical or scientific stuff right now that I've learned in books. I mean, wouldn't you rather talk about yourself or things you find interesting? It's nice listening to people talk about their passion and hobbies. That seems kind of weird. Well, the people I have dated always got upset with me when I tried to explain stuff like this to them, and they told me to be more quiet, so I learned to stop myself before I got too deep into any explanation. This time, I just kind of lost control because of how comfortable I am with you. It's really okay. We can talk about something else if you want. Are you sure about that? I always felt like people preferred when their date just doesn't talk too much and just look pretty. One of my exes actually told me that directly once. No, I did not break up with him for that. He actually broke up with me a few weeks after that, to be honest. Probably because I did not listen to him and wasn't quiet enough. He seemed very upset with me and called me annoying, whatever, and no, I'm sure he had his reasons too. And you shouldn't call others that. Was I heard? I mean, yeah, I was, but I have learned to take it as a learning experience and tried to be better because of it. Now I would never let anyone treat me like that. Do you really think he was just imitated by me? Why would anyone feel that way? Just look at me. I mean, I'm not big, not muscular, not scary at all. Oh no, I am really not that smart. I just read a lot because I have nothing better to do. Stop doubting myself? You make it sound so easy. I don't think I can believe in myself just like that. But I might be able to believe that you believe in me, if that's alright. Then I'll be relying on you for that. You really are the nicest person I've ever met. You know? Oh, is it alright if I cuddle a bit closer to you? Thank you. Are you sure you want me to continue? We could also just make out or something. My previous partners only did that when they ever wanted to. You just hesitated for a second, didn't you? No, I knew it. Don't try and deny it. I knew you wanted to. Oh my god. No. Don't apologize. I am sorry for throwing such a curveball at you. Sweetie. Can I call you sweetie? Yeah? Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. I am so happy right now. I literally get to call you sweetie. We are lying under a perfect clear night sky, and you even want to hear my rambles about the stars? Do you want to hear more about Lyra, or do you want to hear more about the other constellations? Oh yes, there is absolutely more to say about Lyra and its stars. For example, between those two stars at the bottom of the constellation, there's a ring nebula. We can't quite see it with just our eyes, but I actually got a glance at it with my telescope once. Maybe I should bring it with me next time we do this. Oh, a ring nebula sometimes appears when a star dies. It kind of breathes out giant clouds of gases in different colors. It's like a last act of rebellion against the impending doom. A scream of passion and expression. Stars aren't alive, of course, but it's very poetic to think about it like that. Don't you think? I'm glad you agree. So I'm not the only one. Oh, of course. How could I forget about that? Do you see the star on the very right of the constellation? The brightest one? You might have heard the name before. That is Vega, the second brightest star in the northern sky. It is also relatively close to us, only about 25 light years. Yes, that is very close. On a cosmic scale, at least. Do you see the star in the bottom of the constellation? The one near the ring nebula I pointed out? Yes, that one is around 600 light years away. Really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? Vega is often called the second most important star after the sun, since so many astronomers research it. Thousands of years ago, it was actually the North Pole star. And in a few thousand years, it will be again. I don't know exactly how long. I told you, I just know what I know. I am not an expert by a long shot, but that is not the reason that I pointed out Vega specifically. Here, point your arm upwards and let me guide it. Do you see these two stars? Those are Deneb and Altair. Together with Vega, they form the summer triangle. Like the name suggests, it is mainly visible in the summer months. No, the summer triangle has no specific meaning, beyond being made up of 3 very bright stars. At least, not that I'm aware of. I just like looking up at it since it's another thing that signifies the coming of the summer. We should come out here earlier next year. Then we might get to see the April meteor shower. It comes by every year around the same time, and actually originates from the direction of Vega. I mean, if we're, still going out at that point, of course, but I really hope we are. You think so too? Then it will absolutely happen. I believe in it. Shh. I'm waiting for a shooting star, so that the last thing we said will come true. That was one! Did you see it? I know it's just a coincidence, but I like to believe it means something. Maybe that was also the reason that human attached such great meaning to the constellations all throughout history. The thought that maybe something greater than us guides our way and approves of our actions is incredibly empowering. Why are you looking around like that? Did you lose something? You can't find Sirius? No, I'm not making fun of you. It would be a lot more worrying if you actually find it. Right now, Sirius is somewhere behind the sun, so we can't see it during summer nights. Why are you so interested in it? Oh, because you heard the name before. Do you also know its nickname? That's right, the Dog Star. Why is it called that? Well, for one, because it is the brightest star in the Canis Major constellation. But I think there was another reason as well. Let me think. Yes. You see, the ancient Greeks and Romans thought that the star had a bad influence on dogs. In late summers, when it was especially hot, Sirius rises just before the sun does, and since dogs can't handle hot weather that well, they thought that Sirius made dogs sick. It is even referenced in the Iliad. Yes, that is the story of the Trojan War. Anyways, I think it went like this. Sirius rises late in the dark, liquid sky, on summer nights, star of stars. Orion's dog, they call it. Brightest of all, but an evil portent, bringing heat and fevers to suffering humanity. Oh no, I did not learn the whole Iliad. Only this message, since it relates to Sirius. What else is there to know? Are you really interested in it? You are? That makes me so happy. Did you know that, interestingly enough, the Roman and Greek civilizations were not the only ones associating Sirius with dogs? Yes, weird, isn't it? The Chinese knew it as the star of the Cilician wolf, and many tribes of Native Americans also called it after dogs. No, not every culture saw it that way. For example, in Persian mythology, Sirius was called Tistria and worshipped as the rainmaker. Probably because it appears in the sky just before the dry season ends and the rainy season begins. Is there more to know? Of course there is. You probably know that Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky, and sometimes even visible during the day. But did you know it is actually a binary star system? That means that we see one dot, but it's actually two stars spinning around each other. But the second dot is so much smaller and dimmer than the first one that it doesn't actually influence how we see it. Their names? You're gonna be disappointed if I tell you. The one that we see is called Sirius A, and the other one is called Sirius B. Correct. Yes, astronomers have a much less interesting sense of names than astrologers. You want to know more? Fine, I can give you one more bit of trivia. Let's see. Right, do you remember the summer triangle I showed you earlier? Oh wow, you even found it again. Oh my god, you really are a fast learner. Sirius is actually part of its counterpart, the winter triangle, together with Procyon and Beetlejuice. No, that's it. No more questions for tonight. I just want to enjoy this time with you for a little longer before we have to go home. Besides, I can tell you all of this information, but it would be much better to show you. So next time I'll bring my telescope. Then we can do this properly, if that sounds okay with you. You won't say no to more cuddles? Neither do I. You are so comfortable. I'm really getting tired. Hey, if I accidentally fall asleep, do you promise to wake me up in time? We don't want to sleep all the way until morning dew falls. Thank you. No, I'm awake. I totally didn't sleep. I love you.